Everything you've seen in politics goes back to an ancient philosophical disagreement between groups of people. It goes back to temples, okay? And if you're a Christian, you see it my way. Or else you're a wolf in sheep's clothes. Let me explain. There is one group of people that believe that their race, no matter which race it is, should be in charge by any means necessary. And you cannot speak meanly of your race. There's another group of people that is concerned with reproduction a bit more Isis type of people, okay? And some of them have a dark twist and they belong to a different temple. And they believe that you need to gather the resources for your family. So you have different values here, cultural values, temple values that create cultures, right? These temples competed for cultures in Africa, right? Then they spread out, right? And why did they spread out? From the sacred land? Because they were expelled. And I hate to be the one to tell you, the bearer of bad news, but this is the only way it possibly could have happened. One, they said, look, we can't overthrow the temple of Horus. We're going to leave. Two, they said, you know, they fought with them and they were expelled. And what do we see in the Narmer palette? The temple of Horus. Okay, not all of Egypt, not every philosophy in Egypt, but Horus rising up from Nekhen. Okay, so if you really want to take it there with your feminist Greco-Roman bullshit, with your feminist depiction of Horus, depict him as your Baphomet. Okay, the Antichrist is like Horus, a Greco-Roman depiction of Horus, where he's kind of white, kind of feeble-minded with little titties, instead of this, you know, this real depiction of Horus. Look at the different districts of Egypt. Waset, for example. Okay? Basically, you had a bunch of black macho guys in one temple. The guys who founded it, the originators, who just, you know, Rastas, Bob Marley types, you know, real guys, big guys, etc., right? And the very few sort of guys. And this is key here. A lot of you will have trouble understanding this. It doesn't have so much to do with, you know, the philosophy doesn't have to do so much with height, but it has to do with jealousy, okay? Why aren't these shorter guys in the temple of Horus? With all due respect, I'm not trying to diss anybody, but the shorter guys and the bigger guys, they're not in the temple of Horus. The bigger guys are in the temple of Set. That's his point of view. This big, angry, big brother type of motherfucker. It's like, I'm the big guy, you know? I should be able to win. I should be in charge. And Horus like, look, I have surgical strikes. I can outmaneuver you and work the angles and kill you. You know, and then boom, that caused a shift in the group's warriors. And they're looking at each other like, look, motherfucker, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And they're saying, you don't know what you're talking about. And the guy who established religion is like, look, we built pyramids based on the angles. Okay? Period. And Set's wife started listening to Osiris. Okay? He didn't just make love with her, you know. One of his bitches, he had a communion with her philosophically, spiritually, mind, body, and soul. All these things, mind, body, and soul has to be applied to every story. So he had philosophically won over Set's wife. Set got pissed off and said, you die, Martin Luther King. You die, Jesus of Nazareth. You die, Malcolm X. You're winning over the females of my race. And I'm a pissed off eugenicist with muscle. I have the gangs on my side. I have the criminal underworld muscled in here. Arr! Arr! You know? And Horus is like, but I fly with the ancestors. You know, he's a little bit different than most people, right? He's a bird, like he's a falcon. He's, you know, he's intense. And he's like, look, I fly where you don't go, buddy. You don't want to fuck with me. I am the spiritual head of this. I put it together. And you see a bunch of little best bitches say, hey, look, we're fat bitches. You know, what happens if Horus wins this debate? What will happen to us? And then you see a bunch of fucking, you know, snakes and snake-ass niggas, a bunch of crocodile-ass niggas, you know, a bunch of other type motherfuckers saying, look, you know, if people start singing it his way, they'll all go to his temple, and what happens to us? Hey, us geeks are cool too. No, come sign up. You'll be like that one counselor at summer camp. Who wants to try this random fucking weird, you know, I don't know, who wants to join the badminton group? You know, you have motherfuckers going canoeing and soccer and, you know, outdoor adventure. And like, who wants to join the badminton group? Come on. They don't want to be like that, right? They don't want to be that guy. They don't want to be that teacher with an empty class. They don't want to be that fucking military head with an empty, with one fucking, hacky sack bitch. Like, I say it your way. So what happened? All the effeminate, sniveling weaklings who saw the way of the traitors, who did not want Horus to get his rightful place in the order. So Horus appealed to the heavens, just like I have. I said, look, ancestors, heavens, they're all wrong. I put this together. I'm the top. They cannot deny me my rightful place. And Maat, Horus is right. That is the divine order. That is the Christian perspective. Everything else is pagan bullshit. Give me my motherfucking credit. I'm an Igbo prince from the line of Judah. In the divine order, that makes me one special top martial artist in American history, motherfucker. Not just the top martial artist in American history, motherfucker. And make no mistake, you hiding from my challenge with no viable argument so you can't even say anything about it? Type of pussy. When I did 10 hits in 1 second, these bitches were pale, like Nineveh. When I did 15 hits in 1.2 with gloves on, knowing Bruce Lee couldn't do 17 in 1 from his trapping range with gloves on, these motherfuckers sat down and shut up. That's why you haven't heard a peep from a pipsqueak since. You pippy long-stalking ass motherfucker.